Okay. So, next. Identify natin yung next na blue. Identify natin yung next na entering natin. Okay. So, since natignan na natin, mukha namang okay yung ibang part. Okay. So, medyo any non-basic variable C is equal to 0, alternate optimal solutions may exist. Stop. Okay, so yan. Check naman natin, meron pa tayong positive. Okay, hindi naman all negative. Okay, so hindi naman din all zero. Okay, yung ating non-basic variables. So pwede pa tayong mag-execute. So maximum positive ulit tayo, step 1, maximum positive. Okay, so maximum positive. Tapos, highlight ulit natin. Next ay ratio ulit tayo. So ratio, right hand side over x1. Okay, so yan na yung ratio natin. So meron pa din tayong positive. Nga lang itong dalawang to ay negative, kaya hindi po siya counted. Okay, so therefore ang ating leaving na basic variable ay S1. No? Okay. So again, bakit tinanggal mo yung dalawang zero? Kasi negative to. Okay. Ang usapan ay positive. Okay. So next. So pwede na tayong mag-proceed sa susunod na iteration. Copy ko lang uli siya. Tanggalin ko lang yung values and tatanggalan ko lang ng color para hindi tayo malito. Okay, so stick ko lang to para hindi ako pabalik-balik. Ayan. Okay, so next. So identify natin ngayon, what's this? May value yung right hand side ko. So, okay, next. Identify natin ngayon yung next process natin. So sabi daw, aalis na si S1. By S1, ang papalit ay si, nagre-record ko yan. Ang papalit ay si X1. Okay, so ang X1 na value ay 12. Okay, so with that, we would be solving this again. Okay, parang kanina, since ang pivot natin ay itong element na to, i-divide down natin siya to itself. So therefore, your new row 1 is equal to old R1 over 5. Miss, bakit 5? Kasi yung pivot element ay 5. Again, pivot element, ito yung intersection. Parang kanina, di ba? Intersection. Okay, so 5. Kaya siya yung i-divide para mag-1. Okay? 2 over 5. Okay. Next. Okay, so since okay na yung row 1, punta tayo sa row 2. Galing ko lang to. Okay, new row 2. New row 2, parang process kanina. Old row 2 minus. Ano yung coefficient na natamaan ng dilaw? Negative 1. Okay, sige, negative 1 ulit. Okay, times new row 1. Okay, check natin kung magsi-0. So, minus negative 1 times and 0 naman siya. And replicate natin yung formula hanggang dulo. Okay, so next. NR3 is equal to OR3 minus, ano uli yung natamaan ng dilaw? Ay negative 1. So pareha. Negative 1 times NR1. Okay, so again, kung ano yung pivot row ni Okay? So, that would be our solution. Okay? So, kita. I hope kita nyo siya. So, wala akong magic na ginawa dyan. So, as in basic na kung ano yung given, yun yung ginawa ko. Okay? So, next. Okay, meron pa bang natitirang? Ay, check natin yung ZJ. Mali ng formula yan. Ang ZJ dapat ibaba. Okay. So, ngayon, ang profit na natin na lumalabas ay 300. Okay. Lagyan ko lang sa fraction to kasi nawala siya sa fraction. Ayan. Mas maayos siyang tignan. Okay. Ayan. So, next. Ang ating solution would be 100. Tapos, magpo-produce ka ng 10 at saka 10 na x1 at x2. Okay? Pero, hindi natin alam kung optimal na ba siya. Okay? Check natin kung optimal na siya. Mukhang hindi pa siya optimal. Nga ba? Hindi pa nga ba siya optimal? Okay, so mukhang optimal na siya kasi wala na akong makita na positive values. Okay? Negative. Okay? So wala na akong makitang positive values sa loob, puro negative na. Okay? So therefore, ang ating sagot, okay, initially ay itong 10 at saka 10. So therefore, kailangan mo mag-produce ng x1 is equal to 10, x2 is equal to 10 with an expected profit of 300. Okay? Ang x3 wala siyang sinabi na mag-produce ka nun. So x3 is equal to 0. Minsan mo nakikita dito sa right hand side. Okay? Miss, di ba yung 10 din, S3 to, it's not X3, it's S3, pang slack yun. Okay? So, wala ding sinabi na, since nakikita naman natin na wala ng positive, masarap sana kung ito'y positive para maipasok natin siya. Kaso, wala ng positive. Eh, ang rule natin, if ever daw na ang non-basic variable, ang yung CJ minus ZJ is lahat ay puro negative, so you have to stop. Okay? So which is, ito yung sagot natin for this problem. Okay? So let me just go back to the presentation. Okay. So in summary, the simplex method, initialization, introduce slack variables, then optimality test, optimal if and only if every coefficient in the row 0 is non-negative. Okay, then iterate if obtain the next basic feasible solution. So we use the minimum ratio test dito para makita kung ano ang inyong leaving variables. Tie-breaking in simplex method. Miss, paano kapag parehang ang lumabas? Kung may pareha, okay? Kapag tayo yung entering basic variable, okay, yung dito, yung column, okay, pareha silang 10. Kunyari, parehang positive 10. So, ano yung maximum pareha? Pwedeng piliin nyo kahit ano. Okay? Decision may be made arbitrarily if in case naman tayong leaving basic variable. Okay? Yung dito naman, okay, yung ratio. Okay, parehang minimum. Okay? So, matters theoretically but rarely in practice. Pwede rin kayong mamili kung ano yung gusto nyong piliin. Okay, next. Condition of no leaving basic variable. Okay, kung wala daw leaving basic variable, gaya ng nakita natin kanina, or makakita kayo na walang positive, tapos puro negative, okay, unbounded agad yun. So, sabihin nyo na agad na the problem is unbounded. Okay, hindi nyo na kailangan mag-solve. Wala na kayong kailangan patunayan, the problem is unbounded na agad. Multiple optimal solution. This happens if in case merong isa pang possible na solution. Okay? Simplex method stops after one optimal DF solution is found. Often, other optimal solutions exist and would be meaningful choices. Method exists to detect and find other optimal DF solution. But normally, pag nagpapareha yung leaving variables ninyo, alam mo, namili kayo, nagpareha kasi yung nasa ilalim. Okay, parehang 10, kunyari, parehang maximum 10. Okay, pag namili kayo ng isa, kahit yung isa yung piliin, ito yung pinili mo, kahit ito yung piliin mo, iba yung lumalabas na content, pero iisa yung profit. Okay, so yun, multiple optimal solutions ang tawag sa scenario yun. So, adapting to other model forms. So, simplex method adjustments. So, these are needed when problem is not in standard form. So, made during the initialization step. Kagaya ng sinabi natin kanina, kailangan yung i-try yung baka pwedeng i-negative nyo na lang. Okay? Tapos yung kesa mag-add pa kayo, kesa pag greater than or equal to yung sign, kesa mag -1 plus a kayo, baka pwedeng i-multiply sa -1. Ay, pero pag hindi, wala tayong magagawa kasi hindi pwedeng negative yung right-hand side. Okay? So, again, those are made in the initialization step. Artificial variable technique, dummy variable introduced into each constant that needs 1. So, becomes initial basic variable for the equation. So, types of non-standard form. Ito yung example. So, we have here equality sign. Kaya makikita nyo merong M. May big M sa taas. Okay? So, nag-add siya ng artificial. Sa akin yan, A1, ay A3. A3 yan. A3. Lalagyan mo ng M, big M sa taas. Okay? So, ito yung magiging solution. So, kung mapapansin nyo naman, meron namang, i-review nyo na lang yung rules for M. Okay? Pero, obviously, parang same lang naman sila ng process ng iba. Okay? Types of non-standard form, negative right-hand sides. So, ideally, kagaya na sabi ko kanina, multiply both sides by -1. So, it should also shift your sign from greater than to less than. So, like this one. At nakwento ko na naman yung iba kanina. Ito yung case ng invisible solution. So, no feasible solution. Constructing an artificial feasible solution may lead to false optimal solution. So, ito, kung mapapansin nyo, x1, x2 daw ang solution 3.9, pero yung profit ay 0.6. Okay? Maximization to. Okay? So, ito, infeasibility to. Okay? Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, yung artificial variable niya, which is, yun ang hirap kapag puro x yung nilagay mo sa taas. Okay? Yung artificial variable niya, it remains positive sa blue, which is itong 0.6. Okay? So, dapat, ito ay negative. Kaya, infeasible na agad yung ilalagay niyo. Unbounded. Unbounded siya kapag if all entries in the entering column are non-positive. Okay? So, ano yung entering column? Okay? Entering column, diba? Halimbawa, ito. Non-positive. Okay? Tapos, ito positive naman to Entering. Positive naman to. Okay, but its column is all non-positive. Okay, so ito positive 4. Okay, pero pag yung ratio, pag tinest mo yung ratio, lahat siya negative. So hindi siya pwede. Unbound. Sa alternate optimal solution, yun nga, merong other solution. Okay, kung sakali man, mag-exist yan kung nagkaroon kayo ng choices inside your problem. Degenerate. One in which at least one of the basic variables equals to 0. So, for questions and clarifications, though yung, ito rare naman siyang lumbas tong, pero if in case lang naman, degeneracy occurs, an optimal solution may have attained, even though some CJ minus JJ is greater than or equal to 0. So, i-check nyo lang kasi medyo meron kayong invalid na nangyayari sa loob ng inyong system. Okay, for questions and clarifications, kindly message me on Teams. So I hope, medyo mahaba lang yung lecture, pero at least medyo na detalye ko kung paano siya gawin. Okay, so thank you so much.